Hi everyone, Namaste, Jyoti here. I'm going to invite you again into my practice. And today I feel like playing with balance. And when I practice balance poses, I like to be on a firm surface because the squishy, or if you have a squishy thick mat underneath the feet, it's harder for the body to balance. So I like to have a firm floor underneath my feet. So I'm going to practice without a mat here, but I am going to use a block. For certain poses, it really helps to have this block here. I'm going to put that block right in front of me. And I'm going to start by just coming into what's known as samastiti, or the pose of equal balance. And when I come into this pose, it's also known as mountain pose. And it's a balance practice, because it allows us to come into a sense of appreciation for all that it takes to stand on 2 feet. Stop it. Stop it. We'll try this again. It's an opportunity to come into appreciation for the fact that I am blessed to be able to stand on my own 2 feet, equal balance, steady, and strong. And then I'm going to come into a simple balance practice, the crane pose here, just opening my wings, bringing my knees to one knee to hip height. Just giving myself an opportunity to feel the wind beneath my wings and touch into all the ways that I am carried by grace. I don't have to work so hard. This is an easeful pose. And then bringing it into tree pose. And all the variations of tree that I like to explore. Opening my branches, opening my buds. And taking it right from tree pose into the dancer. Getting a nice back bend here, front body stretch. And from the dancer, taking it right into eagle pose. I gotta get way down into this pose here because in order to wrap my foot around the standing leg, gotta get into that deep squat. And also lifting my elbows as high as I can. Oh yeah, opening my wings back into crane pose. Now here, coming through crane, I'm going to step right back into a warrior 3. And this is where the block can be helpful, just to steady myself here. To find that long line of energy from through that horizontal line of the body. And then opening into airplane wings. And all the fun variations that I can try here. And then coming right into a balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And playing with that a little bit too. Taking a bow kick in balancing half moon. Taking it back. And here's a fun thing, is to try to come right through back into crane pose without putting that foot down. And taking it into a balancing pigeon pose, figure 4. It's a nice hip opener here. Coming into that pigeon-like squat. And from here, I can fold over my standing leg, folding nice and close to my figure 4 legs, and then bringing one hand behind my calf, and then another hand behind my calf to play with balance here. Hands free. And then coming right back up through that balancing pigeon into my crane pose, opening my wings, feeling the wind beneath my wings, coming back to samastiti. Noticing the difference between my right side and my left side, and appreciating the earth underneath both feet. attempt that on the other side, starting by coming into crane pose. I'm a little weaker balancing on my right leg because I'm very flat-footed on this foot. So it's definitely more challenging for me on this side. And I love how crane pose is a way to, it's a very easeful pose, so it's a way for me to find the balance between effort and ease here. And then taking it into my tree. And opening my branches to the sky. Lots of different ways to play with tree. And taking it right from tree into dancer pose. Finding my steadiness here. There we go. Taking it from dancer right into eagle. People often get confused as to which arm goes underneath, which leg goes on top. Whatever leg is on top is the same side arm goes underneath. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to take it back right into a balancing warrior using that block for a little stabilization here. Taking it into one long, powerful line here. Or airplane arms is another way to play here. I'm going to keep a micro bend in my standing leg so I don't hyperextend my knee. And I'm going to come into the balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Finding a vertical, strong vertical axis, strong horizontal axis. Expanding wide in both directions. And then taking it into that bow kick. It's kind of like the dancer pose, flip sideways. And then releasing and bringing it back up through that crane pose and taking it into the balancing pigeon. Okay. Sometimes it takes another hand to kind of just position the leg right into that balancing pigeon on one leg. It's a great glute stretch and hip opener. And then taking it into folding over, figure four legs. And I can take one hand behind the calf, the other hand behind the calf. No hands. I can feel that ankle working hard to try to find its stability. And then coming right back through. Told you I'm a little more challenged on this leg. Coming right back through crane pose. Through balancing pigeon, opening up into crane. And then coming in for a graceful landing. Back to Samastiti. And that is my balance play for today. I hope you'll try it. Enjoy that challenge. It's always fine if you want to try that sequence to come back to Samastiti or both feet on the earth in between each of those poses. So you don't have to do it all on one leg without putting a foot down. It's just a challenge that I like to try. And as we get older, balance becomes more challenging. So I'm really wanting to keep my balance strong. So I like to practice balance poses every day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little snippet, and I'll see you again soon. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.